and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we move forward. So when did you start hearing about AI in this space? Because as we kicked off, I said we're not talking about a lot of this, and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to focus on marketing and sales
Yeah,
because we talk about that so
exactly.
much, and we want these webinars to actually bring content that is not getting the airtime it deserves. Um, so, we'll talk about when I first started hearing about it. I think we're about the same age, but I'll take you back, some of those that you in the audience might remember back at the turn of the century. The first idea around demand forecasting was introduced into the assortment planning process, the merchandise planning, allocation, etc. And for years, there was a ton of distrust in the results that were being made. It was a real heavy lift for organizations because they had to have statisticians on board. People didn't understand. It felt like a black box. And accuracy rates around 70 to 80% were unacceptable. Now, I always thought, is that how accurate are the people who are actually doing the work? But that aside, but back in the day too, like you could only do a 13-week SKU DC forecast because that's how big the actual box was.
Yeah.